For some reason, I just had this weird feeling that, I don't know what it was, but I think it was just more scared of like the unknown, more or less, and not really the pain, but just like things that could happen. I went through work, everything was fine, got home, and I was like, okay, we really need to speed this process up. So I bounced on a ball for like a couple hours, still in a lot of just back pain, went to bed, and I woke up like 11:20, 11:30, and my water had broke. I called the hospital and they were like, hey, well, how far along are you? I told them, and they were like, yeah, I think you should probably come in just to be safe, and we'll just check. Everything was going well. Contractions weren't like progressing like super like intensely. Later that like early mornings, like 5 o'clock, ready for my epidural.
So I met Jasmine that morning at 3 a.m. and got her an epidural, and from then on it seemed like Bryer was not tolerating the labor whatsoever. We did lots of position changes. We did an amnio infusion where we put fluid back into the uterus to try to cushion the cord from getting compressed to help him tolerate labor. She's a first-time mom. We're trying to get her a vaginal delivery.
Got my epidural, and she like held my hands through that because I was screaming in pain.
She did get all the way to complete, and I very vividly remember thinking we should try to push for a little while, and I promised Jasmine, I said, if I feel like this is a bad idea, I will tell you and we will stop and we will go back to the OR for C-section.
For me, it seemed like I was not pushing that long, but I guess my husband said I was pushing for quite a while, and every time I was up on that left side, his heart kept going down, and
we tried to push. We had another decel. I was orienting another girl, and she's like, okay, let's go again. And I said, no, I feel like something is wrong and we need to go back. And we went back to the OR.
And that's when I started getting like extremely nervous, because, you know, you hope that you're just gonna have like a normal birth, and that, you know, you have this expectation, this is how it's gonna be. And then when you hear like, oh, we might have to go to the OR, like that's just like a scary feeling in general.
It is terrifying to know that if Jasmine had had a vaginal delivery, I don't know if she would have been okay. Because of the giant hematoma that was in her uterus, she lost over 3 liters of blood. And if we wouldn't have been back there, and also the timing of it was really good because Dr. Twixey asked for another obstetrician. We could have Dr. Marthers come down from the office to help her.
It did happen so extremely fast. Like it was kind of just like a blackout moment. Like I don't even remember like getting from my room to the OR like back there. I just remember him like not like crying, that type of thing. And so they were like, we're gonna take him back to the NICU. And they were like, Dad, you know, we want you to go with. And so,
if the stars hadn't aligned like they did, I don't know what the outcome would have been. And that's really scary.
And I just remember Adam telling me like after he had been delivered that she like stayed through the C-section and everything, even though like her shift was over. And like that was just like, wow, like you really wanted to like just make sure everything was okay.
I could have never left the way things were. She and I formed a bond right away. I care about everyone that I take care of so much, but me and Jasmine just instantly connected, I felt like. And then to have everything go that way, and this is her first time giving birth, I didn't want to leave her with an unfamiliar face. I cannot imagine going through something so scary and unexpected, and you have a whole new crew of people. I wanted to be a constant and somebody who she could look to and be like, okay, I trust you, I know you, and you're gonna see me through this.
Not only did she like just check on me, like, you know, how are you doing? Is everything okay? How are you feeling? But it was like, how are you doing mentally? Like, you know, just like asking me like truly how I was feeling and how I was doing. And that was huge because I wasn't really in a great spot, obviously. And just a lot of like mixed feelings and just being scared and not getting to feel that like that first time like you get to hold your baby and stuff like that. So missing out on those things, like she was just there for me. Like she would just sit at my bed and just like talk to me, like not just like a nurse to a patient, but like just human to human.
I just absolutely appreciate her reaching out and letting me know how much it meant to her. Really, at the end of the day, all I want is for people to know that I care about them. So just knowing that meant the world to me.
I guess like birth going forward, it like definitely still makes me nervous, but like knowing that there are nurses out there like her, like, God, if I get pregnant again, like I want to be like, okay, is Allie working? Because I'm not coming in otherwise.